Yo. Good afternoon, good evening, and probably good morning to you who are those in the Caribbean and those part of the world. Yeah. We are here today to talk about the ongoing conflict in the Middle East between Israel and Iran. Yeah. Um, According to source, as we can see, we are not here to support anyone, but how it's supposed to be said is what we're going to say. Right. And I can see the Israelis are on the verge of leaving their country. I mean, the Iranians are almost collapsing Israel. The Israel we used to know is no longer the Israel you see today. In life, what we always say is whatever you wouldn't want someone to do to you, do not do it to others. Yeah. What goes around always comes around. That's life, you can defeat nature, and nature is a kind of we always say karma is a bitch, right? So I would like to share my own little concern about what is going on. I think United States is the right person to bring peace between these two nations, but what I can see now is they're being biased. They are on the side of one nation that is going to make the whole thing become so complicated because looking at it in a certain perspective on some certain angles, you can clearly see that United States is supporting Israel, which is going to annoy Iran in a way that Iran will also have supporters, people who support Iran. I mean, there are some other countries in the world who are willing to sacrifice to fight for Iran. Sometimes we have to be cautious. We have to be, neutral on certain issues like this. This very Israel, I remember some years back during Saddam Hussein's issue. Israel is the very same country that went to United States and the United Nations to report that Saddam Hussein of Iraq is building a nuclear weapon and the weapons of mass destruction. And for that matter, they have to dismantle or stop him from developing such weapons, or else when they complete these weapons, they're going to use it against them, Israel. So, for that matter, um, Saddam Hussein's ammunition for his self defense is going to be a threat, a serious threat to Israel, So that's how that issue went. And along the line, Israel, together with the United States and the Western world, they came together, as we all saw at that time, attacked Iraq. I mean, they attacked Iraq, destroyed the country, killed Saddam Hussein, and we all know the consequences. As at now, Iraq has never been the same, right? Iraq has never been the same till now. We also saw a similar situation in Libya, our very own neighboring country here, Libya of Africa. The same stories came on board that Libya, Gaddafi was having a lot of ammunitions and a whole lot of stories. They cooked the story in a way that the whole world will begin to hate their enemy. So, if I could understand it clearly, United States enemy is always enemy to the world. If you refuse to make their enemy your enemy, they come for you as well. You get the point. So this is the strategy these guys have been using over the years. And when you look at it clearly, okay, in Israel, over the years, Israel has been um, using the same strategy, the same propaganda. I always say something. the Western media, the BBC, the CNN, the Sky, whatever, all those medias, you see, the France 24, the Voice of America, and all those media stations, they are only there to protect America's interests. They are not for the world, mind you. These countries are really there for the world to believe what they want you to believe. So any information they bring out, if you're a fan of this Western media, you will be either misinformed, disinformed, or they will create some impression in your mind, and you go out with it. Are you getting the point? This is what is happening right now. So when we were all growing up, we all learned from the Bible. We all went to Sunday schools. I mean, we all read from the Bible. We were taught how God loved Israelis and a whole lot of, stories that came up. We all Christians. I mean, in Africa, whether you're Muslims or Christian, we all normally go to the same schools and we learn a lot of stuffs. These are past glories. I always say, these are past glories. So the Western world brainwashed us from infancy. As you're growing up, you grow up knowing Israel to be the only holiest people on the planet. God loved them more than anyone else. These are false information. God loved everybody. There's no one on the planet that we will say God loved them better than the other. No, there's nothing like that. Are you getting the point? So here is the case. Israelis, the generation has come to a certain level that now they have gotten that impression that they are the chosen ones because they are always being supported by the United States and the Western nations. You understand? So the little ones that are growing who got that information that the world is on their side. God is on their side. Whatever wrong they do or any atrocity, any crime Israel commits, it's justified because the Bible has said so. The Bible asks them to do that. Now, when you go to Palestine, when you go to Palestine right now and see the damage, the genocide, the catastrophe these guys have caused in Palestine. It is inhuman. But nobody is talking about it. The whole world is quiet. Talk about the innocent little children in Palestine. Talk about the vulnerable women in Palestine. What was their crime? If you know there are insurgents, there are, criminals in Palestine, why don't you go for them? Because Israel and Palestine, everybody know your might or your power is more superior to that of Palestine. So why don't you go there, fish them out, instead of bombing the entire nation, destroying the whole country, killing innocent little children? And the United Nations had said nothing about it. I remember last year, Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel was declared wanted by the ICC. And as at now, this is the very same guy who is wanted in the ICC. The same guy, the same prime minister who is wanted right now has got the nerves to come out and declared war on Iran. If you ask how many countries has Iran attacked on this planet, how many of you know anything about Iran? Now, Israel is using the same strategy he used on Iraq to eliminate Saddam Hussein. The same strategy is being used on Iran right now, making it look like Iran is the most dangerous nation in the planet. But remember, Iran has never attacked any country in the Middle East. Name me one nation that has been attacked by Iran. No, you can't get one. Even though they've had some war with some countries in the past, these are past tense. Let's talk about the present issues. For the past 40 years or 30 something years, Iran has never had a war with any nation or any country within the Middle East. It is only people who go there to attack them, isn't it? America last year bombed Iran. Iran. America bombed them last year. They tried all means to start this very war, but Iran ignored it because they realized America was really craving for that war. So they ignored it, not knowing they were preparing. And this is the time little Israel, little tiny Israel, has come out to target Iran, bomb Iran without knowing their capability. Now, where is Israel right now? You know, before you take any step, any one step you make in life, you have to stand and look far, look behind, check around you before you make any step. You don't just make a move without reasoning. Israel is not Lebanon. Remember, Israel is not Palestine. Remember, Israel is not Iraq, nor is it Syria. Okay? Israel is not Yemen. Israel is not how do you call them? Jordan. Israel is not Egypt. Iran. Iran. Yeah, Iran is not Egypt. Iran is not Lebanon. Iran is not Syria or all these countries. You always attack anyhow, the way you want. Why are we not being fair here? Can you Israel stand up one day, get up just one day and attack another sovereign nation just because they are developing a certain system that they think is a threat to them? I mean, what kind of arrogance is this? Do you own the world? The arrogance and the disrespect of Israel is beyond control, beyond human understanding. Why? You can wake up all the way from your country and decide that today I am going to attack this nation. Whereas that nation is not your little children. They are not, you don't feed them. You don't supply them anything. They are a sovereign nation just like you. Perhaps they might be more stronger and powerful than you. But just because they are silent, there's a saying, there's a phrase that says, the slow movement of a lion does not make it coward. Note that. When you see a lion moving slowly, it is targeting. It doesn't mean it is coward or it's afraid. It has a target. So sometimes we say silence, being silent is the greatest weapon. Iran, they don't talk. They are always quiet. Right? They are always silent. But today, what do we see? What are we seeing? Israel claims Iran is a threat. Israel claims Iran is a threat to them. Now, if someone is a threat, why do we have United Nations? The very thing you are claiming that you don't want Iran to have, you yourself you have it. Go to Google and list the list of countries that has nuclear weapons in the world. Israel is part of them, and you will not see Iran there. Right? Israel is among the nations with nuclear weapons, but you will not see Iran in the list. Yet still, Israel claimed Iran is a threat. The man who has no nuclear weapon, the man you accused, similar to the same story that happened in Iraq just some decade ago, right? So now, when I see most of my African people sympathizing for Israel, I'm like, come on. It's like we do not know or understand the geopolitics, the international political atmosphere. What is going right now is nothing but America's influence. This is exactly what is happening between Ukraine and Russia. Now, America is preparing, and this preparation before America will attack Iran. I assure you, and I bet you, they will never try. They will not. It's a threat. United States is only threatening Iran to stop the destruction in Israel. You see, here's where I always say United States is not fair. They're not being fair mediators. If you want to be fair mediator, you have to sit both sides down. How many times have international, how do you call them, IAEA or something like that, the International Atomic something something, how many times have they gone to Israel to inspect whether they have nuclear weapons or not? Right? They don't. And Israel do not permit anybody or any organization to come there for any inspection. As we speak now, today, United States has brought in some equipment to Israel that nobody knows what is inside. So in this case, are you solving the issue or you are fueling it? Are we solving the issue or we are fueling it? Iran, on the other hand, also remember, they also have friends. They also have allies, right? They also have their bodies that can stand for them at all costs in terms of any situation. So Israel should not think they are the only one that has people behind them. If you cannot fight your war, do not start a war. Bite what you can swallow. Like I said, Iran is not Palestine. We have not finished discussing the issue of Palestine, the mayhem, the tragedy, the destruction, the death, innocent souls, children, vulnerable women who do not know anything about the war. The cause of the war, when you ask them, none of them have idea about it. Yet you attack them, destroy their homes, unalived thousands and thousands of them within a couple of months. Today, like I always say, karma is a bitch. And you want me to sympathize Israel? How? They are only testing, they are only having a taste of their own medicine. You should eat what you cooked. How do you cook for me and refuse to taste it? No. So we are in a certain world right now. Nobody want to tell the truth. Nobody want to tell the truth. Why is Israel behaving as if the world belongs to them and the rest of the world is quiet? Why? The amount of missiles or the number of missiles you sent to Iran, you are the first person who threw a blow. You know, the first one who threw a blow. Who gave a blow? When the opponent begin to revenge or give it back to you, now the whole world want to say Iran is the fault. Why don't we talk about the one who started it? Why are we making things look like some people are untouchable? The same crime two people commit, or the same crime somebody commit, he's being executed. Another man commit, we just free him. How? Israel, within this year, can we count the number of deaths they have caused in Palestine? Can we? The number of deaths Israel has caused in Palestine. Let's watch this video here. What you're seeing here is nothing but Israel. The Israel you know today has become a battleground. The Israel you know, Tel Aviv, the capital city of Israel, now it has become a place or a no-go zone. Listen to this guy. Listen to this American guy. What he has to say. We are American people. It's not our problem. And you're not going to convince us otherwise. We're done. Israel has been convincing us that their issues and their enemies in the Middle East are ours since the 80s. And all it's done is cost us trillions of dollars and tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of American lives. We are done. The deception is over. The game is over. And you're not going to insult us because we're done playing. You're not going to insult us because we're done with Israel's wars and done with you controlling the right-wing geopolitical discourse. We're done. And we're not going to be insulted. You've gone too far. Israel's time running our foreign policy. You know, I'm not laughing because I'm happy with the war. But I'm laughing because of the way people are beginning to enlighten. People are beginning to realize themselves. You know, it is only a fool who doesn't realize himself. It is only a fool who doesn't reflect from the past. Whatever happened in the past is a mark on the or a scar on the skin to make you remember, not to repeat the same very mistake you made. Right? It is for you to realize that the very mistake you did that gave you the scar on the skin, you shouldn't try it again. But here we are. People in Africa still sit in the biblical old stories. Those are lies, my friend. Let me tell you, the Bible did not command anybody to kill anybody. Those are lies. These are stories they gave it to us so that we will sympathize with Israel all the time. Anything Israel will do, it will be justified. Because the Bible has said so. Which Bible? Which God? Who asked people to kill some other people? And who created those people? Right? Who created those people? Right. So we are in a system or in a world where truth is gone. Truth has disappeared. We are full of lies. Okay, now we want peace. The peace we want, why don't we call Israel? Condemn him in the first place. Tell him what you did was wrong. So the opponent will see or will know that somebody has condemned Israel. But here is the case, nobody is condemning. But rather, they have come to Iran to ask Iran to surrender. On which basis? For which reason? For which reason? Who attacked who first? Why should Iran surrender? On which rights does Israel have to say, I do not want Iran to have a nuclear weapon? Meanwhile, you, the Israel, you have the same weapons. Is Israel the only country in the world that has planned to make Iran a nuclear weapon? Why? If you had not attacked Israel, if you had not attacked Iran, Iran would have never attacked you. They have never thought of all the things you have been doing in Palestine. Iran had the right to have attacked you first, but they did not. Why do you attack them first? And now you keep saying they are a threat. Somebody who is a threat never attacked you, but you who fear go to attack them because you think you have somebody behind you. You think there's somebody who is supplying you with all kinds of sophisticated machinery. So you can do whatever you want, right? Remember, you are in the middle of your enemies. You never thought of that. That is common sense. Forget about US military bases around or within the Middle East. When all the Arabians come together, all the bases will vanish within a trickle of an eye. Trust me. Now you see, the bases have survived in the Middle East all because the Arabians are not together. One day, something might happen because from the look of things right now, when you look at it carefully, you can see Saudi Arabia is ever prepared. They are ever prepared. When you look at it carefully, you can see Turkey is ready. When you look at it very carefully, you can see Pakistan, which is a nuclear power, is also ready on the corner. These are all Muslims. And I don't think, and I never think they will leave their Muslim brother and come and fight for Israel. They kill their Muslim brother for Israel. No, we don't want war. We want peace. So United States, please, we beg you, bring peace between these two nations. They used to be very good friends, Iran and Israel. Years back, they used to be very good friends. There were no issues between them until the interest of United States comes in. You know, that is exactly what is happening in Russia, Ukraine. The interest of US comes in, then there must be a casualty. There must be destruction. Why? Just the other day, you sent your, how do you call it, the guy? General Langley or whatever his name is. He was sent to come to Burkina Faso to bring stability. Who told you there's no stability in Burkina Faso? Making a coup d'etat doesn't mean there is violence. When you get a reasonable leader, a reasonable junta leader, he doesn't give a damn. Who is patriotic to his nation. It doesn't matter whether you are US or you are Canada or whatever you are. They don't give a fuck. They try to make their nation the best. Avoid bringing issue. The moment you bring in your foot, the moment you set your foot on every nation, there must be distraction. There must be issues, casualties, and a whole lot of. Why don't you think of bringing peace in the world? You, United States, you have the same weapon we have been banning. You, United States, you are the same nation that is banning other countries not to have that very weapons that you possess. You have them. You have them in uncountable. The second largest nuclear warheads are United States. They are all in United States, right? But you don't want other nations to have them. Why? I want us to watch this guy too. He has got some intelligence stuff for us all. Listen to him. Israel illegally and criminally attacked Iran this weekend. Illegally, because you can't just attack another country. I know Israel's in the habit of doing it, but it's still illegal. Criminal, because a lot of civilians, including children, were killed, and nuclear power plants were deliberately targeted, creating this way the risk of a nuclear catastrophe with mass civilian victims. Now, this is terrible. And so I was saying, like we did when Russia attacked Ukraine, the European Union will condemn this. Right. But what do I see? No. Ursula von der Leyen even insists on the right of it. Now, listen. He said, when Russia attacked Ukraine, the European Union condemned it. Right. That is the one fact. They did. They condemned Israel. How do you call him? Russia. They condemned Russia for attacking Ukraine before they try to bring peace there. Now, they didn't. I will come to that story. The story of Ukraine, Russia. We are not there yet. We are still here. So let's continue with the guy's information. But to defend itself, what? They're the ones attacking. They're the ones having the news. They're the ones threatening. We are in a position point. No, okay, I agree, but come on. To transform Tehran into Gaza. Okay. So we need a vote on this. We cannot criminally attacked Iran this weekend illegally because you can't just attack another country. Right. Israel's in the habit of doing it. But did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? It is illegal because you don't attack another country. One nation cannot just wake up without United Nations approval, without any authorization from anybody or any organization. You just individually wake up one day, decide to attack Iran. On which basis? Just because you believe there's no concrete evidence. There's no single evidence. It is the same story. You know, there's no concrete evidence. It is the same story you gave to Saddam Hussein in Iraq. And now you are giving the same story to Iran. Why? What do you want? Now you are getting what you want. They are giving it to you. And you want me to sympathize with Israel. How? Okay? How it started? How did the war start? How did it start? The Israelis wake up just one day thinking they are powerful enough, they can do whatever they want by attacking Iran. You could have even waited for United States to give you a green light. But Trump said he knows nothing about it. I don't think the NATO knows anything about it. The European Union knows nothing about it. It is within your own power, thinking Iran is just like any ordinary country. You can just attack and go free. It's a lie. You are still living in the you are still living in the past glory. The Israel we used to know is no longer the Israel today. Because we are in the world, people are learning on daily basis. So whatever you have, thinking that you are powerful, Remember, you are not the only one who has it. You get the point? You are not the only one who has it. Whatever university or scientist or whatever you have in your country, other people are also developing it. Where there's a saying in my language that if you have not gone to someone's farm, someone else's father's farm, you may think your father is the only one who has farm, right? The way you do not allow anybody to come for inspection in Israel, the same way other people will not allow you to go there. As we are speaking now, the number of casualties in Israel now is unknown. We don't know because they don't want us to know. These are some of their lies. Let me show you some other video here. Now this is Iraq. Israel. This is Israel, capital city of Israel, Tel Aviv. This is Israel, right? See, look at the number and the amount of destruction. You see it, right? Upon all this, Israelis are still claiming the number of casualties in the country is only 24 people. 24 people only. No more, no less. 24 only. No more, no less. Now, we come to ask, you are the only one, or it is you alone who broadcast the news in Israel. They don't allow any other media stations there. If you are caught making videos and other stuff, it's a problem now. Because they show the world what they want the world to see. So when they send any missiles to Iran, they're the same people who come out and say they have unalived 200 people. In Iran, they know the figure. But within their own territory, they don't know the figure. It's not because it's not like I'm supporting Iran or anything. I want us to be very fair. Because you don't just wake up one day and go and attack one sovereign nation. A nation that has its own army. You think they are just like Palestine. A Palestinian has no military. You just pump in one day and destroy the whole country. And nobody say anything to you. And you think you're okay. You think it is normal. You think the whole world should praise you because you have done well. It's like a man, a well-built, muzzled man who meet a woman on the market or on the street and begin to beat a woman up, beat him totally, and begin to ask people to praise him. This is what Israel is doing. Now that you have made a war, a real war, what we call war, is where we will know your strength is. If you are strong enough, stand up, wake up and fight. Do not go to seek for support from the Western world. Don't go and seek help. This is a man-to-man fight. Man-to-man. Man-to-man fight. We don't need foreign intervention. We don't need America. If now you call in America, that's what the guy was saying. This is Israel war. It's not American war. We are tired of fighting for you. We are tired of killing our men because of you. We are tired of embezzling unnecessary huge amount of money because of you, particular one nation. If you cannot fight, surrender. That is what American people are saying right now. Donald Trump was trying all his best to calm situation down. But it's not going to be easy because The strategy he used from the beginning was wrong. By supporting Israel, he could have settled this issue very easily. But the fact is, Iran have seen that United States, have already you have thrown your support for Israel. You have supported them with ammunition that they have used on us. Now you are coming to tell us to stop the war. How do you want that to happen? What if we also call our allies to bring in support? Then we continue. You know, in this life, we always say truth is the only way forward. Be honest, be truthful, be straightforward, and we can make a better world. I don't want to say much, but I wanted to see another video here before I end up my video for today. This is a discussion between US, Iran, forgive me, a discussion between Piers Morgan, a broadcaster in UK, and Israel's ambassador in UK. Listen very carefully here.
How many children have you killed? Pierce, Israel is not killing children. Israel is killing children every single day. Pierce, this is a black label you're putting on Israel. No, it's not true. What? No, it's not actually. And what you're trying to do is be very weaselly with your words. No, I'm not. The truth is, you are killing a lot of children. You are killing a lot of children on a daily basis. That is indisputable. So how many children have died in the process? Why don't you know that number too? Pierce, please ask this question to the people who can give you the answer. I don't have the answer. Who has the answer? Please don't ask me questions. Who has the answer? Who has the answer? I don't have the answer. And I will tell you something. The Israeli ambassador to my country. Who else should I ask? I don't understand how you can know how many you killed.
Look at the level of arrogance.
As I said again, I think that it's totally irrelevant. Are you happy that people are going to watch you as an ambassador to your...
Well, you see, look at this woman. Look at her body posture. Look at her response. Look at the attitude. Look at her demeanor. You know, it tells it all about the level of arrogance in this group of people. You know, if you are in Africa today and you think you are a Christian and so God, and then God belonged to Israel, belonged to God, and God belonged to Israel, and all those nonsense. All those nonsense. Israel does not belong to any God. Okay? These are a might game. They were playing with us, our might. They were playing with our might. They wanted us to believe what they want us to believe. Look at this woman. A number of people they have killed in Palestine. The broadcaster was asking her if she's aware. She denied it, and these are the people you claim they are God people, God children. Which God? Which God are you talking about? I feel so sad when I see Africans praying, oh, God of Israel, God of Israel, God of my foot. If God of Israel, then what about God of Africa? The day God and Israel and Africa will have a war, are you still going to pray to God of Israel? We have to activate our brain. We have to activate our reasoning capacity because it is too dull. It is too sleepy. We have to wake up, just like other nations are waking up. It is only Africans who believe in all these crabs.
Country say that it's irrelevant how many children have been killed.
Right. You know, we have to understand something. Watch this one. This is Israel, the state of Israel now, right now. This is how Israel look like. This is Tel Aviv. This is Tel Aviv, Israel, the capital city. That's how it has gone to. Let me show you another video that states or tells us about this deep in this war, about how the Israelis supports, if in case Israeli support comes in, and in case the Iranian support also comes in. Let's see what will happen.
Russia, China, North Korea, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey have all came out and sided with Iran in this conflict. All of them also have condemned Israel. All of these countries, specifically Russia and North Korea and Pakistan, will be supplying Iran with military equipment.
You hear that?
Saudi Arabia said they will be closing off their airspace so that Israeli jets cannot use the Saudi airspace to attack Iran. But Iranian jets will be able to use the Saudi airspace. Turkey, the biggest power in the region, came out against Israel and said, quote, "They are the biggest threat to world peace." Russia, Vladimir Putin. Now,
is it true here what Turkish president said? Erdogan says something here. Listen again.
Turkey, the biggest power in the region, came out against
Turkey, the biggest power in the region, came out and said something. Say, hey, listen.
Israel and said, quote, "They are the biggest threat to world peace." Russia, Vladimir Putin, has offered to...
What did Turkish president say? Israel is the biggest threat in the region. Without Israel, there will be very much peace in the Middle East. Israel is the cause of all these wars. That is according to Turkey. And remember, Turkey is also a superpower. Turkey is a very powerful nation.
They pulled that agreement and then condemned Israel and Netanyahu, and Putin called Netanyahu a coward for fleeing to Greece. China and North Korea have also came out, specifically North Korea Kim Jong-un, who says that they are ready today and now to provide air defense of Tehran and Iran against the Israeli Air Force. Pakistan also threatened the nuclear option against Israel and said they stand with their brother. Make sure to follow me for the newest updates on what is happening.
Right. You hear what is happening? Now, when the war escalates, it is not going to be only Israel. All this group that has come together in solidarity with Iran, they are all nuclear powers. I hope you know that. This is something most people don't know. Pakistan is a nuclear power. China is a nuclear power. North Korea is a nuclear power. Russia is a nuclear power. And now, Iran himself or Iran itself, nobody knows. That is one thing Israel must be very careful. Iran itself, nobody knows. Because there is no evidence and no proof that Iran is building or has built a nuclear weapon. There's another video I would like to show you. Is it a video or it's let me look if I can find that. It's a picture, yeah. Let me show you this picture. You see this picture? It's a screenshot I took. Israel newspaper in 1984. Look at it. 1984. This is Israel newspaper. I cannot read Israel language. Iran is in the final stage of making a nuclear bomb. That is 30 years on, still no sign of a bomb. You get what I was telling you? It is 30 years ago since Israel started accusing Iran of building a nuclear weapon. Till now, there is no proof and no evidence of any nuclear weapon or such ammunition. But you have gone ahead to strike inside their military facilities, destroy a lot of munitions, and you want the world to clap for you. You want Iran to be happy. You have killed more than 14 or 15 army generals in Iran unnecessarily, and you want them to be happy. You know, as if you are the only one who was created or who were created by God. The same way you have your God, they also have their God. The same way you believe your God is the supreme, they also believe it is only we Africans who always think our God is not supreme, and for that matter, we have to worship the God of Israel. Stupid people. It is only Africans. You know, when you go to the Arab world, they hold their religion in high esteem. Go to the the Asian countries, China, India, they hold their religion in high esteem. It is only we, the African people, black people, we are the only people who do not, we are lost completely. We are the only ones who worship God of another country. So, assuming the white people had not come to Africa, we had no God. We were still worshiping what? Who were we before the white people came? Were we not living our lives? Like the video and share. Subscribe to the channel. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Our heritage. Our heritage. Even you will find us on TikTok, our heritage, and subscribe. You know, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll give you more updates. Thank you for today. We have another session in the evening, and I will update you on what is happening. Thank you.